My name is Alyssa Beres. I am a science teacher at Manchester Regional High School in Haledon, New Jersey. I teach biology and now chemistry thanks to the endorsement program of NJCTL. I started the program last year where while taking online classes, I was able to also teach their curriculum in one section of chemistry throughout the year. It really helped me learn the content from the inside out, which allowed me to pass my praxis and now be, once the paperwork goes through, a certified chemistry teacher. My school is rather small. We have about 1,000 students in the high school from grades 9 to 12. And the student body is very diverse. Technically, we're considered urban, but we have a whole diverse population of a little bit of everything. I love using the NJCTL materials in my classroom. I thought it was made it so easy for both me and my students to really get a hold of the chemistry curriculum, where I was able to use their PowerPoints for not only me to be able to go over the night before what I was going to be teaching and reminding myself what topics I was teaching and information about it, but I was able to post the PDFs online on Google Classroom for them so that my students could go through themselves and look at what we were going to be learning and what we already learned. It really held them accountable for their learning. The quizzes and tests made it so easy. I had so much less to do, less busy work to do, that I was really able to focus on the content, which was great. On top of that, I loved the virtual labs and the different lab activities, but the virtual ones were really awesome just because it was so much easier with the computers, and it forced my students to really work with technology and kind of show, in a way, perfect lab results that they could then understand the outcome that they should be getting in an actual lab. In the beginning of the year, the program was a little bit difficult for my students because it was so different than anything we've done before. The fact that homework and classwork really didn't count as a grade for them was difficult for them to really get a hold of. But toward the end of the year, it really made them realize that they're accountable for their learning. I could present the information, but it was up to them to really go through and make sure that they understood it. It didn't matter if they cheated off of their friend, because it wasn't necessarily for a grade. If they cheated from their friend, they really were only cheating themselves, which helped them in the long run, because by the end of the year, they really did realize that they had to do the work, and they kind of embraced it in a way. The group work was awesome. My students loved learning in a group and working off of each other and being able to feel comfortable enough to work on the harder questions with each other while discussing, to make sure that they all did have the right answer and that they all got there the same way. It was difficult in the beginning, but toward the end of the year, it really was an awesome switchover. I felt that the program really brought all of my students of all levels up to a higher level of learning, that they were able to take that and hopefully will continue that into whatever science classes that they have next year.